Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena Monet, for those of you guys who do not know me. And in today's video, I know you guys seen the title, like of course I am gonna give you guys a short little story time. I don't really know how long this story time is gonna be. I just thought about it and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let me just film it. This story time is basically gonna be about the worst, what is that app called? Y'all seen it in the title, but POF date ever. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena Monet, for those of you guys who do not know me. And I just wanted to share like a short little story with you guys, because I was just cleaning my room right now and I just thought about it. I'm like, you know what, let me just share this little funny little story time. Well, it's not that funny because y'all, I got my ass whooped. So the story time, as you guys seen the title, basically I snuck out the house and got caught. Let's get into it. So basically, this was back when I was probably about, I would say like probably like no, I was about 16. Yeah, I was about 16 years old. I used to live in this like luxury like townhouse. Well, it wasn't that luxury, but it was luxury. So basically I kind of just moved to the city called Santa Cruz, right? So I was originally like from the valley, the Van Nuys area and stuff like that. You guys probably know I talk like I'm from the valley, so you guys already know I'm from the 818. But anyways, basically I moved there. I was there for probably like a good like year or so, whatever. This was around Christmas time. I would say like 2015, no 2014ish. I don't know when it was, y'all. I just know it was around Christmas time. I was about 16 or whatever, and so basically it was this little dating app called POF, right? I was on it and y'all, I had no business being on there. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Whatever, I was on it and it was this guy like that actually went to my high school, right? But at the time he just like got kicked out and he went to another school. So basically like I seen him when I first like enrolled there, but like when I met him on the app he didn't go there no more. I know, it made it a little confusing, so that's what happened. So I just started talking to him, but when I was talking to him I didn't know that he went to my high school. It just showed that he like lived nearby. So I just started talking to him and stuff, and then he's like, hey, I was like, hey, where do you live and stuff? He's like, oh, I live in the same townhouse. I'm like, how the fuck? Like, he's living in my townhouse, and like I never seen him because I don't really go outside. I was like, I didn't really go outside. I just went to school and just stayed inside really. And like if I needed to go somewhere, like I would go like with my dad. I wouldn't go to that side of the townhouse. But what's it called, so come to find out he lives in my townhouse. Like, oh well, do you want to meet up later? And then I'm like, yeah, like cool. So I snuck out the house. I would say my dad, he used to get home at around like probably like 4 a.m. because he did like graveyard shift. He was always the security guard. So what's it called, I sneak out. It was probably around like 11 o'clock, and I waited till like my mom got home. My mom got home around 10. She went to her room and stuff. She's knocked out. She just knocked out or whatever. So when my mom was home, like it was easy to like to sneak out, like, or sneak people inside the house. My mom wasn't like really like looking at us because we were like, I'm the youngest and I was already like 16, and then my siblings were like older, so she wasn't like really watching us no more, you know, like she didn't have to because we could do everything for ourselves. And then but she like made sure we was in the house. Like she wasn't thinking that I was gonna sneak out. That's basically what I'm saying. Not saying that she was a bad mom, but I'm just saying she wasn't expecting me to sneak out. That's all I'm saying. So my brother, he used to have this balcony, so basically when I did used to like sneak out or whatever, I would hop over his balcony and it would be like some stairs. You go down the stairs and then like now you're free. And then so basically I went down the stairs or whatever, but I think I went out the front door. My mom was the only one home. My dad was home. Oh no, we were not doing all that because like he was gonna find out. Well, basically I sneak out or whatever, right? What did I do? Okay, so we were just kicking or whatever, we were talking and stuff. So I was like, oh well, my mom isn't all the way asleep yet, so let's like meet up like a little bit later. And like he was like, okay, like maybe you could come over or whatever. Worst decision ever. So it's like a little bit later. This time it's probably like 1 or something. My dad's still not home, right? So I sneak out or whatever. It's like cold or whatever outside. So he meets up with me and he's like walking super fast. Like he was tall and I'm like only like 5'3". He's probably like 5'11", 6 feet or whatever. So he's just walking fast, and then like I'm following behind him. We passing the pool and stuff. He lived like way on the other side, right? And then so his balcony was set up the same, so we did the same to go into his balcony, right? Like go up the stairs and hop over the balcony, and then now you're like on like the balcony, and then the balcony slide door goes into like his room. So then we're just kicking it and stuff, and then like he's like talking to me, but like I'm just low-key like falling asleep really. And then he's like over here trying to kiss me, y'all. He was like the pretty, you know, the guy up in high school that everybody wanted to date. Like he was one of those. What's it called? And he had like a bunch of friends, like just the same as him, right? But what's it called? So we're just talking. He's like kissing me and stuff, and basically I don't know what happened, but I guess I just kept falling asleep, and then he would like wake me up. He was like, hey, hey, and I was like, oh, what? Like, and then y'all know, like he was a fuck boy, so you know he tried to smash or whatever. But I was like, nah, I'm not trying to do all that. What's it called? So then it got time for me to go home, right? And then like I was debating, I'm like, should I go through the front door or should I go through the balcony? Yo, I was this close to going into the front door. So at this time it's probably like 5:30 in the morning, right? My dad is in the living room. I found out because I went through the balcony. I decided, I'm like, let me just go through the balcony to be safe. So I go through the balcony, and basically what happens, basically what happens is I go through the balcony, and like I look under the door to see if I see like the TV reflecting off the walls. So I heard my dad watching TV and stuff. I'm like, fuck. And then what's it called? I'm like, I'm over here like thinking of ways like if I can like go downstairs and just act like I was in the garage. I'm like, nah, like 5 in the morning, like no, we ain't going for it. So it's just like, well, let me just, so I fell asleep on my brother's floor for like, no, before that I like opened the door and then I slammed it really hard. I'm like, why the fuck did my dumb ass do that? So you know my dad's over here like wondering like, why the fuck did he just open the door and slam it really hard? So then I think he called my brother's name, and then I was like, fuck. So then I think he just kept watching TV. He's like, whatever. And then what's it called? So basically I'm like really trying to remember the story, y'all. I was not prepared to do it at all, but I'm just trying to like remember it. It was so long ago. Basically I fall asleep on my brother's floor, and then until it was like almost time for me to go to school. So I go upstairs and I just like take a shower and stuff. Like by that time my dad was in his bed. But what my dumbass did do, I left my shoes in my brother's room. So basically I didn't wear those shoes to school that day. I basically thought like I got away with it and stuff. So I go to school. Y'all know when y'all do something bad and then like you think your parents might know, and you gotta get home from school and then if they talking to you and stuff, it's all good. You're like, okay, they didn't find out. But no, this time I went to school like it was normal and all that. I get home from school, and then my dad was over here like, so where were you at last night? I'm like, what do you mean? And then I'm like, I was at home. And he was like, no you weren't. Why were your shoes up in Anthony's room? And then I'm all like, fuck. I'm all like, cause I left him there earlier. Y'all, like, oh my god, like, we were the type of kids, like, our parents were like so strict. We would have to lie to them like all the time. So like we had straight lies come straight through our head. I know that was bad, but like I don't lie now because like I'm way older. I'm 23. Like I don't have to lie. I don't have no reason to lie. Like I do whatever I want. What's it called? But back then, you guys know we used to all lie to our parents. So let's be real. So then he's like, and then I get home, he take my phone and everything. I'm like, fuck, like what the fuck? I got caught up. And then like I'm over here telling my sister, I'm like, how the fuck did he find out and stuff? And I'm like asking my brother, and then my sister's like, oh, cause you left your shoes up in his room and stuff, and he went up in there and was wondering why the hell was your shoes up in there. And then what's it called? And then like I guess he got like suspicious how I was opening the door and closing it and not saying anything. I'm like, I basically fucked up my damn self. So basically, y'all, I got caught sneaking out with this guy I met on POF, but he really like lived in an apartment building. And then like I remember oh yeah, I remember also like I left my phone on, so like basically when my dad went to work or whatever, my mom was like sleepy, it was her off day, so I called the phone to see where it was. And then I like text the guy off of the phone, and then basically I'm like, oh, like I think my dad found out like that I was with you or whatever. He's like, oh, just don't tell me where I live and stuff and blah blah. And then my dad will always be like, oh, I'm gonna find out who you're with. You ain't gonna find out nothing, like no. So my dad never found out like who it was. Hopefully he ain't watching this video. But no, my parents don't know how to use their phones. Basically, y'all, I never really ended up talking to that guy again. I don't even know what he's doing, but yeah, I never like really seen him no more, honestly. Like, yeah, I wonder what he doing. But anyways, y'all, if you guys like this little story time, I would give you another story time, a good juicy one. Like we could talk about anything, like talk about these ex-boyfriends, talk about when my parents caught me with a hickey, ooh, or when my ex-boyfriend snuck into the house and my dad caught him. Ooh, y'all, I'm gonna do that one next. Ooh, I can't stand that bitch now to this day. Like I wish that bitch did get caught and did get beat up. But anyways, y'all, I'll be back with another story time. You guys already know I'm being very consistent. I filmed 2 videos in one night, and yeah, y'all, we really doing YouTube this year. So yeah, bye. Make sure you guys subscribe down below. We're on the road to 1K. If you guys would love to see more videos of me, I'm gonna just start sharing my whole life on this channel. Well, not my whole life, just like story times of my life and stuff like that. So yeah, y'all, bye.